We don't know. The YouTube just kicked our connection off.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. We will see if anyone shows up. Sorry.
Is it public?
You made it public, I believe.
Okay. So.
Let's hang on. Let's. Oh. Why did it schedule it? I don't even know.
I didn't click on schedule.
I'm not sure what I'm doing here. Yeah, it says upcoming.
Oh.
I'm so confused.
But it's going.
No, it's not.
There's 2 people.
Yes, it is? Our information tells us different things.
If I could do SOS.
Technology.
If you can hear us, wave your arms at the screen.
I'm acknowledging it. Oh,
right.
No. Something's
We don't know. So, yeah, 2 people found us.
Oh, boy. That's because you...
I did it wrong?
You did 2 new ones. And I just changed... What? Okay. It's fine. Everything's great. Everything's great.
Everything's great.
Everything's great. Ah, thanks, Mom. Mom to the rescue.
We just lost everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom to the rescue. Thanks. For telling us what's wrong with us.
Yeah, we don't know. The YouTube connection the server borked, to use the technical term.
I don't even know. We'll see if anybody shows up here. If not, we'll have to call it.
Okay. 5 people. Welcome back.
How are you getting? I don't get that.
I don't know. We don't know. So, to those who are watching, thank
you for finding us again.
For finding us again, even though the technology
there we go. Okay.
Has straight up borked.
I don't even know. We're still going on one thing and not on another, and
okay. Anyway, so round.
Okay.
So we decided to include this round feature, which was the giant screened part of the kitchen. But my gosh, when she's in the kitchen, and there's a counter. So she's got this huge counter and this huge counter and this big round counter in between.
I have this personal issue with the corner counter in the kitchen. Like, who wants to stand in the weird corner?
The bacon chimper.
It's just
jam your little stomach.
Okay, into though, nothing is worse than the house in Loja.
Don't move into a house designed by a man who's never done dishes.
I don't even think that's. I think it might just be more than that. Like, I don't know how someone could ever. So the sink was in the corner of the kitchen, which I don't like anyway. But whatever. The corner counter, instead of being a corner, it was a corner with a be the bump. Show the bump. I don't have any more hands. It was a bump though. It was a circular bump in the corner, like a little lump, right where you would want to stand to do dishes. So it's
anyway.
Stupid design.
So we decided, okay, so if she's like either doing dishes or making something or at the stove, there's this huge curved screen to see out onto the mountainscape, and then these other 2 huge windows that also look out over the valley. It's just, that is the primary amount of like open airflow into the whole main part of the house, right there in the kitchen.
I think it'll be really nice.
I think it'll be really nice. I just have to make giant curved beams.
It'll be fine. I have all the faith in you.
She does. And sometimes I get really stressed out about things. I'm like, I don't know how to do this thing. And then
you figure it out.
I've never done this thing before in my life.
Like, yeah.
She's like, I have no concern. I'm like, I have anxiety. You're expecting me to do this, like, sometimes incredibly, like, difficult task without any sort of prior experience. She's like, yeah.
But you always figure it out, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
See?
There's no other option. It's not do or do not. No, you just have to.
I actually really thought you wouldn't do the curve.
There is a bit of Tiny Hands Big Dreams lore that even I didn't know about.
I thought it was cool. So a lot of what I designed in what I thought was going to be the first iteration of the house, I was like, oh, that'd be cool. And then I figured we go through it and you'd be like, yeah, that's not really going to work. And be like, okay.
I took that plan
for the stars.
And I looked at it. And I really like I evil-eyed it, and I thought about it, and I mentally walked through it. And I looked at it, and I'm like,
To be fair, I mentally walked through it so many times. It was bound to be mostly right.
and that was it. And I'm like, yep, that's the house we're building.
We
Like-
changed a few things along the way.
So just like that, and I'm like,
We changed a few things along the way.
very tiny,
Very small.
very small.
We got rid of a whole wall the other day.
That's the biggest change we've made.
Jeez Louise.
So anyway, it'll be beautiful. But without any other work for me to do to earn a living with which to provide sustenance, we've been made great progress on the house.
I don't know how we're going to eat, but there's a house.
We will have a house
Cool.
even as we waste away.
Man. I don't know. We're going to send the dog out to go hunting for us.
Yeah, he came back with something.
Yeah. Yeah.
The dog is an interesting story. Now we got the dog, and he was damaged goods.
Aw.
We traded a bad chicken for him. I was really just going to give the chicken away. I just left with the chicken with the intention of chucking it off a bridge. It'll
Well, when you
float.
say bad, I mean like
I'm not going to
actually
hurt it. It's
Potentially
going
evil.
to rehome itself because it'll fly
She's
and then float
horrible.
and then end up somewhere in the Amazon. Miserable chicken. So I went down the road and then I saw the neighbor. I'm like, hey, do you want a chicken? And then at first he was trying to like, well, how much? And I'm like, much? And he offered me like some money. I'm like, no.
I just want the chicken
And
to
then he
go
offered
away.
me more money, and I'm like, no.
I just want the chicken to go
And he
away.
offered me like $20, and I'm like,
Nasty chicken.
no, really, $20? Tempting. No, I'm like, it's free. And you could see his brain just like something does not compute. Why do you just show up and try to give me something for free? And I'm like, do you want a chicken? And he's like, oh, but it's a criollo. I'm like, it's a great chicken. Lays eggs, stuff. Don't want it. And then his dad and his mom are like also witnessed. Dad's like, oh, do you need a dog? And I'm like,
Actually, I mean,
she did say we should
I
get a
like
dog.
how that was on me now. I did. I said we should get, because there's creatures and other dogs and things.
A person who historically does not enjoy dogs.
I did perhaps give you some guidelines for the dog. And you left with a chicken.
We had
And the two of you returned.
guidelines. You know how like we want this
No.
certain dog, this certain breed, and this
You,
certain thing.
no,
and
I really didn't.
size.
I just wanted a
From-
medium-sized dog. And and the two of you returned with so much smirk. And I'm like, what did you do? Did you get rid of the chicken? Did you get rid of the chicken? You still have the chicken. It was all about a chicken. What did you guys do?
And we came back with this tiny little wiener sausage on a pillow.
Like,
She's like,
did
what
you
is
do?
that?
What are you gonna do with that?
Like, it's a medium small dog. She's like, no, it's small dog. You got a small
You can
dog.
see that thing is medium.
But anyway, he's damaged goods.
A little bit.
I digressed. He had a lack of nutrition. He didn't eat enough. Very, very common here. Dogs rarely get enough. They scrap for it.
And by not eating enough, then they're scrapping for it, which means they're literally eating anything
They eat
that
chicken
they can.
food. They eat poo. They eat
trash. They
trash.
will take down creatures because they have to.
Yeah. So he has some mental issues about.
Food?
He's
He's much better than he used to be.
Yeah.
I can actually set food down in front of him now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without growling and like just sort of.
He'll also still like snarf up some chicken poo off the ground.
God, I know he's so gross. Oh boy.
You'll have to read comments at some point. I
Yeah.
see him flash up. So damaged goods. And he wasn't trustworthy, and because he would just eat everything in sight. We basically have to keep him tied up. Like he has his area, and then he gets to go on walks, and that was sort of it. Because he's just not.
He wasn't trustworthy.
He wasn't trustworthy. He was a good alert dog. Has a nose of an actual legit bloodhound. He can smell things on the other mountain range behind us.
And when he gets a smell, that's it.
Yeah,
You'll
his
get him
hearing
off
is
of it.
good. He'll hear anybody coming a kilometer away. So, okay, you have purpose. And then we started working with him, and she started like letting him off leash and things, more and more and more. And now it's become this thing of like, They go for a walk. They let the dog off. He kind of stays, and then he'll take off somewhere, do things, run up a mountain, run down the mountain.
It's just
He was also really weak when we first got him.
he couldn't get up the driveway.
We tried to walk him. He couldn't even walk up our driveway like 100 yards. He just
And now he is. Just
he had
an
no
absolute-
muscles, no.
So we went to give him a walk this morning, which
Oh.
basically means we walk and he runs around and in front of and behind and into us.
And he listens pretty good and things, and he does stuff. He
listens
comes
until
back.
there's a smell, and then that's it. I've lost him.
The nose.
So we're walking, and we barely get past the driveway, and Eli and I take him on a walk in the morning, and suddenly we thought he was behind us. We turn around, like, where's the dog? And then he just lets off.
Full machine gun bark.
I'm like, oh,
I heard it from the house.
Let's go thing. Turns out he got a cat, like a little house cat.
He treat a cat, that sometimes prowls around here.
Oh man, he was not having it.
Does not like that cat.
Nope. He's fun
though. But anyway, he's getting better. So he spends some time now, and he'll come back and he'll like run around. Okay, let's go back to your spot. And he goes okay, and he goes back to his spot, and he has his little spot in his little bed.
Under table dog.
He's an under table dog. That's fun.
Yeah. Are you guys going to cement the floors in your house?
Probably not.
I am saying absolutely not. I really don't want it. There's a lot of natural flooring options, mostly Adobe.
Yeah.
Cadillac, Cadillac is basically I don't know how to explain that.
Adobe at 3 times the work.
Well, yeah, but it's using for one thing, it's using this particular soap as a treatment that waterproofs and hardens the Adobe.
Yeah. So there's this neat trick, and if you look up Cadillac,
This one neat trick.
Tadelakt.
No.
Paddle.
Hey, listen, I don't know.
Cadillac. Anyway, it comes from like Morocco as like a custom.
Yeah.
So you do Adobe, and you do it.
By Adobe, we mean basically the daub that I'm doing. Like
it's clay, it's cal, it's sand. So you do that, and then you, as it starts to dry, you polish it.
With layers of soap.
And layers of soap. But you have to use, it's either an olive oil soap or a natural soap. You're looking for stearic acid, which is like a thing in soap. So the stearic acid bonds and has a chemical reaction with the clay, which then creates a waterproof and hard surface. So they make bathtubs out of this stuff, sinks, and you polish it with small rocks, and then you smear it with soap, and that's it. You've created waterproof, very durable, very hard surfaces.
So the plan is to do the entire bathroom like that.
Which is also beautiful.
And then
we need the soap.
Basically the backsplash or the walls of the kitchen, because I know myself.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a good idea.
Yeah.
For cleanliness. And then I'd like to do the floors that way, which would also make them very durable, cleanable, because we live on a homestead with mud. I need them to be cleanable.
Yeah, we do need the floors to be impermeable to bug.
That is the only thing that I have not found solid evidence of. I'll get them.
Oh yeah. So if we can have natural clay floors and finish them out like that ants cannot just chew through. We've had a spite of termites lately popping up out of the ground, and then they make these like little tunnels of like chewed sawdust, and they've been diving into the walls. We've had to go fight them back and poop them off.
So rude.
Yeah. Once we get the walls, and the daub, unfortunately, it's the scratch coat, which has a ton of cracks and holes and things.
Through to the wall, which is the wood that they want.
Because the first layer shrinks, which opens up cracks everywhere. So they get in, and now they can get to dry wood. But once we finish the house and we get the second and third coats on, it will be impermeable clay without cracks.
It should be totally fine once we get to that point.
Should be totally fine. Termites cannot chew through that.
No. We're just not there yet, so we've got to hold them off.
Right. But we also have to do floors that, again, ants can't chew through.
Yeah. Because that would be a bummer.
We think Cadillac will do it. That'll be fun.
What about your walls? What is the final look inside?
So the walls are just going to be semi-polished.
Well, we're doing multiple more coats than what you see in any of our videos.
If you watch our videos, we have what is called the scratch coat. It's called the scratch coat because you leave scratches in it. In our case, holes. The kid's gotten very good at it. He has a small stick with like a semi-sharp end, and
That's his job.
And he pokes holes all up and down the wall, so it just looks like you walked over with golf shoes. But then, because it's going to be a long time for the second coat, then that helps give teeth for the second coat to bond in, and then the third coat goes on before the second coat is dry. So it bonds because they're similar moisture.
No, our second coat is dry too.
Oh.
We're scratching our second coat.
Oh, we're going to scratch our second coat.
We're actually probably doing 4 coats, we decided.
Okay, so the last
Thin
2
coats. Because...
Right.
Yeah.
And so then it's just going to be, if you've watched... there's some interesting videos. So you get into the coats of polishing adobe, and you get a float, and then the final couple of layers where you really smooth it out, use very, very fine screened material. I watched one guy, he did an example of the Japanese method, and he just had like a 2-foot square, and he was just doing a class on it. And he goes, okay, so we do this, and then we scrape it, and we polish it, and then we polish it more, and then we get a little finer. And then finally, at the end of it, he takes some wax and waxes it and rubs it some more, and you look at it, it's a mirror. You can use it as a mirror. You could shave with it, with a beautiful deep red tint. Like, it was just lustrous and glorious. We're not going to go quite that far. But we're going to have smooth clay walls. So there's a whole trend, if you look at natural earth plasters and clay plasters, and they are massively becoming popular. People say that the look, the feel, the air quality of the room, the sound, everything about it is just really, really nice.
I will speak to the sound deadening already. I know that if I'm standing in a room that is mostly done, I mean, it's still got windows, it's still got a door opening, I cannot hear you in the other room.
Yeah.
Nearly the way that I feel like I should be able to.
And we have giant holes for doors and windows.
So
open floor plan.
I really think it will be incredibly nice.
Yeah. Doors are something that I've been ruminating on. We're not going to buy doors. I'm going to build doors somehow.
And probably like the whole mechanisms of the doors.
And the locks, the handles, the latches, whatever we decide with hinges. I'm going to literally probably make all of it. I'm going to get crafty like that. Maybe not the hinges. I haven't decided on the hinges.
I can't decide if that's
everything else.
But yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to make all of it. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of doors to make, and I've got a couple of different ideas. Something that looks like it belongs on a castle, which she just sort of like...
the castle
one that looks like it should be on a barn. One that just looks sort of like hobbity rustic.
Oh man, we're gonna end up with so many different doors.
That looks slightly overly fancy, that use like plywood panels inside of a frame, and
every door is gonna be different, isn't it?
It might be.
Oh boy.
So yeah, so that's gonna be something. But anyway, so once we get doors figured out and we're able to close it up a little bit, we really think the sound part of living in a house will actually be lovely, except for the roof. We love the roof. Oh my God, we're so happy.
It's so loud.
Thank you to the people that donated the money so we could have a roof. Not to be understated. It is so loud.
So loud. We knew it would be.
We knew it would be. We have a plan eventually. If I can find fibered tar, then I'm going to get up there and mop a layer of tar.
That sounds awful.
Probably hot mop. Layer of tar on the roof, and then small classified like pea gravel, and put a layer of gravel on the tar, which will break the raindrops and deaden the sound. And it'll also absorb all the UV in the sun, not only protecting the roof, but probably at like a 95% reduction in noise. If I can find fibered tar.
Yeah, I'm sure we can somewhere.
Yeah.
We just might have to get it from somewhere slightly further away.
So that's out there.
In southwestern Ecuador, there's a native tobacco plant. Um, okay. As a natural pesticide.
I do have.
Yeah.
They're from the U.S., but I do have tobacco seeds for Europe. I don't know where they're from. But I actually have it's a U.S. strain.
Which is something I wanted to grow because it can also be used as an anti-parasite in goats.
A guy I helped put together a solar system, solar power thing. He had me come help him on his site, which I haven't documented, did a video on because it's a big expensive system and I was trying to reserve his privacy. But he gave me some seeds, some other stuff, and one of them was he had a bunch of tobacco seeds he likes to smoke, so he's going to grow his own. And I'm like, that's cool. Save us a few. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff that we're missing.
Yeah, because he's on the list of things I want to grow eventually. Because I know it can be used as an anti-parasite. And anytime I can do some sort of natural anti-parasite, I will do that for the animals.
Yeah, if we could use it as an insecticide. I don't know about the native one, though. That's
I've never heard of that. I'll look into that more.
I did see there was some, the big agriculture project I was on that was growing in our compost pile. All of a sudden one day I look and there's this plant that's 7 foot high with huge leaves. I'm like, they're like, oh, it's tobacco. I'm like, how did that end up in the middle of our giant compost pile? Which was an interesting project.
Yeah. What else? I wonder how well self-leveling grout for floors would work at your place.
It would work. You just pour it in.
Yeah.
We have a couple of things. Our floor now is we're just on the clay bed of the mountain. So we're going to have a period of time now that we have a full roof that it's going to dry and shrink. It flashes on screen for a second. I saw Schwar and I'm like, oh, I know some of the Schwars.
You're going to get all distracted.
What did they say?
See? It's I know you.
What did they say?
I wasn't paying attention to you. I was reading. You're supposed to be talking. Self-leveling grout. Something floors.
Right. You can. One, it's an expense. We would have to pay for it. What is common here is people just to float in some cement. Just plain old cement. You just get out your levels and your things.
We did it for the goat house.
We did it for the goat house. And floated a really beautiful, not flat, slightly sloped, but flat floor for the goats. It's beautiful. It drains. It's smooth. We gave it a little polish. Kid thinks it's cool. It's easy to shovel out. So there's that. Yeah. We could. I'd be worried that over the next year that our piece of ground will dry somewhat and then crack some of these things. The adobe may crack up. We could also
but it's
just
also very, very fixable, and that's kind of the point of it. Just like the walls. Say we get a big earthquake, because we'll say that in a minute. We had a solid earthquake. And the thing about the wattle and daub, basically everything we're doing for the house, is even in a significant earthquake, yeah, it's gonna wibble wobble and it'll crack up, but nothing's going to crumble apart. Nothing's going to fall down.
We will have, a ton of cracks all over from the clay. We will have superficial problems only.
And they're all fixable.
We get a bucket, mix up some clay.
Yep. It is all fixable.
And that's the end of that. None of the joints we're doing
they should all flex.
Will fail. A lot of it is I've done saddles where beams sit in a saddle. Other stuff is with a nail, so it has a pivot, so the whole thing could move around. It shouldn't change. It shouldn't fall down. No.
We had a solid earthquake.
We had a pretty big earthquake.
Scared everything out of me.
Yeah, I jumped out of bed and I'm like, if it gets worse, and then it got worse. I'm like, if it gets worse again, I will have to run out of my tent naked and jump off the second floor.
You're in a poor position up there.
But I have to think about that real hard. I'm like, how bad could it really be?
I don't know how much earthquake this place is going to take.
That was
pretty
about
rough.
the level that I would worry about our house, our existing little
worried.
casita falling down.
I mean, I was down in the canopy in a
Yeah.
tent, and I was like, "Oh, I hope everything's okay."
Yeah, so that was fun.
That's a
But then we go up to the new
significant
house and we're like,
earthquake. And I would think that was
not even
probably
cracks.
the biggest earthquake we've felt so far here.
Yeah. It was like a rumble, 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 kaboom! But there was definitely a kaboom to it. Like it.
Woof.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Earthquakes are a survivable natural disaster. A lot of the world has non-survivable disasters.
Well, especially if you build for earthquakes, which we are doing.
Yeah. You can build for an earthquake up to
I mean, Wattle and
something
Daub is
short of
used.
like 9 or 10.
Well, at some point, Wattle and Daub is used in Peru in very high earthquake-prone areas
Specifically
because it works so well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, if it works for them
Yeah.
for however many hundreds of years, it's going to work for us.
No, it's working out well. It's a ton of labor, but okay, it's her labor.
I mean, you do all the structural part, and then I fill in all the walls.
Yeah. No, it's
Something about
good,
bones and muscle and things.
it's a good teamwork.
It is.
We're slowly getting it all done. I gotta get back up to getting the doors. Like with basic tools, and I do have a table saw, and I do have a joiner, questionably a planer. Some of the woods here dull tools really, really fast. Silica, I think, in the fibers. I can't easily sharpen those blades, and I can't replace them. They're supposed to just be replaced. I can't get them here, so I really don't use the planer. I may drag it out for a special thing here and there. Anyway, so I have to figure out how to make doors.
We'll figure it out.
It'll be fun. Yeah. What else we got on the old?
The natural tobacco plant may be referred to as Aztec tobacco. I heard about it from the Shuar tribe in a YouTube documentary.
We
That's
have
cool.
Shuar down the road from us on both sides.
Yeah.
And I know this because I give rides to people. Turns out, this is a side tangent. I've given rides to them, and they're really nice people. I was always taught as a child, hitchhiking is wrong, and you don't do it. It's bad, and it's dangerous, and it's bad people.
Well, there can be.
So here, it is
It's
absolutely common
so
that people
normal.
will stand on the side of the road and do like this, like slightly non-masculine, like little finger wave, and that just means like you're going that way. Can I have a ride? Totally normal. The guy I was working with does it to like everybody up and down the road. He's like, oh yeah, and you just yell like where you're going, and they like yell yes or no. And then they get in. Super common. You see it all the time. It's sort of like a secondary level of public transportation under the bus system. And then at the end of it, people are like, and they never really talk about it, but they just here's some coins, 50 cents, maybe $1 if it was a longer way. And it's not like even a negotiation, like you give something, they take something, that's it. Like it's not, there's always like just nowhere it's like, here, okay. Like you get something, pays for gas. And people just do that. So I would do this, but I don't accept money. I just say, sure, I'm going this way anyway, I'll give you a ride. So I picked up some of the Shuar people and talked to them, and they're like, oh, you should come visit our, they have like a compound, I think it is, something. And both of them have like, this and that. And they've talked, they're like, oh, you should come visit. Like we have a thing, like we do like, events and whatever. I'm like, yeah, when I have time.
Yeah, we should do that.
Aztec tobacco. So that's a new list of the things to ask them about.
Yeah. Because anything that you can grow native to where you are is simply going to do better.
Yeah, and this is where you get into like the native things here grow really well in the really poor soil. A lot of the stuff that we wanted to try to grow here just doesn't. Like we've never had so many problems growing like what we would call standard things in our lives.
Like what?
Tomato.
I wouldn't call that standard. There's problems in so many places with tomatoes. Tomatoes can be fickle with their blights.
Yeah.
So most people have problems with tomatoes. I've rarely ever grown tomatoes in my life.
I had
It was
problems in
easy.
Colorado.
Had tons of problems in Western Washington.
But that was Colorado.
Yeah. So I
The
mean,
blight was just the weather.
its own blight. Yeah, we'll figure it out. Once we can actually put more time and effort into the garden, but I am ending up like I could spend 5 minutes on the garden and then I go build a wall and then I have to go make dinner
And then run up and try to do a pig fence, and then this other
freaking pig fence, and then I have to go edit a video, and then I'm too many things.
Too many things.
Too many things.
All right.
What else? What else do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Do we have any more questions, or is
Nope.
that okay? Maybe we should call it. It's been pretty solid. We have done a 2-part live now.
I don't know. I just gave up completely. I don't even know.
Yeah, usually we have a ton of questions from people, but not tonight. So that's always fun. What else was there? Yeah, no, it's just striking though the difference between where we live now and where we used to live. From the weather to the people to the economies to all of it. And at first it was daunting of like, oh my gosh, you're going to live in this foreign country with a foreign place and people and things. And it was. Like, it was totally foreign to us. And then we got here and sort of just rolled into it. And now we're really comfortable with the place and the people and the things. And, and none of the fears that I originally had, none of that really played. It was just I just hadn't experienced it. So now they're like, yeah, we'll jump in the van. Well, when we get the van again, and just ride on the store and talk to people, things, go look for stuff, something.
I will say, I realized not going to the market today, which we don't miss. I could count on one hand the amount of times I've missed it, and you've missed it less.
Yeah.
I'm always the one that stays home if there's a goat or something that needs attention. But how dang it, now I read it and I lost my train of thought. Oh, I just noticed, like, not only there's the fact that we didn't buy food, which is a little bit of a conundrum, but there's also, I genuinely missed interacting with people. Like, I really missed it.
We have some lovely people that we meet at the market that we buy stuff from. They save stuff for us. There's a lady who probably showed up today who brought us chayote that we didn't buy.
Yeah, I feel bad.
She brings it for us, and she saves it. She saves it in a little bag, and she buries it in her basket, and it doesn't come out until we show up. I don't really have any way to contact her to like, don't bring the chayote.
I know, I feel bad. I wanted it too.
Yeah. But no, we have lovely people, and we smile and things, and like, they give us really good prices on stuff, and just, I don't know, like it's really become it's a comfortable thing. Like, we have a very non-stressful life generally. The only thing that we really have stress about is finances, which is a problem.
That's just us. That's not a problem.
There is less money in Ecuador. A lot of Ecuadorians will leave for the U.S. That money. Everything else is a distant second. And they're like, oh, but you can make more money there.
But you can absolutely live here.
Yeah.
On what you can make.
Yes.
You can. If you were working full time, then yes. I mean, we were doing it for a little bit. You were working, and we were fine.
Yeah.
It's just that isn't our situation right now. But yeah. How are the bugs there?
Yes.
I put on rain boots because the mosquitoes were biting my feet.
Okay.
I don't want to talk about it right now. Where
we are is different than 1 kilometer down the road. If I go to our neighbor's house, who's a kilometer away, it's 2 kilometers. I don't even know. And we go to his house, and I stand out in his yard. I'm outside. There's mountains all around me. No bugs. There's no, like, the occasional mosquito, the occasional fly. It is an absolute, like...
Yeah, but I mean, we are literally in the middle of the jungle.
But where we are, there's a lot.
There's a lot more jungle.
There's a lot of jungle. There's a lot of bugs. There's more ants than I have ever realized existed in the whole world. and they're all
Well, and then
definitely
even within our
problematical.
property, there's pockets of different insects.
Yes,
We'll talk about the giant black and white flies? No. Horse flies? Whatever they are.
they're like a huge deer fly.
Deer fly, that's or horse fly. I don't know.
Yeah,
Big fly.
they're aggressive. They
They
bite.
hurt.
So there's where we are. Yes, the bugs are more aggressive. To at least have a screened house to retreat to, totally fine.
Yeah.
It's only a problem if you stop moving to do something standing still,
Well, and that's also
like milk a goat.
more certain places than other. Like I was up trying to get the new pig fence set up today, and it's in the jungle,
Yeah,
and the bugs were horrible because I'm the only warm thing up there.
Yeah.
But then
down
it's not
here-
as bad down here because we've cleared further, and
I'll come down and I'll in our driveway and we'll be doing stuff at the saw and things, and there's the occasional bug.
it's not that bad. So it really depends kind of on where you're at.
Yep,
And
It
of course,
is-
higher elevation is going to have less.
it is super different depending on where you're at.
Do you have an Ecuador driver's license?
Yes, and I recommend it.
And I'm bummed
Um,
I don't have one.
Yeah,
I think that might be my only, I'm not going to say regret, but I never expected not to drive. That was not part of my plan.
yeah.
Um,
So there's a bit of a process to get a license. It's actually harder than it is in the U.S. There's paperwork. You have to show you have to have your high school diploma. I see
no,
that.
I saw that too. I'm like, oh, thanks.
We are happy to take donations. Oh my God,
Oh my
it is
gosh, we
huge to
appreciate
us
it.
right now. My U.S. account is negative $3 because you can take money out before they charge the ATM fee.
Gosh. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I think I have $2 in our local account. Like literally, it's bad. We appreciate the crap out of any donations. And the coffee link is the best one. We get all of it rather
Yeah.
than YouTube taking a third. So the driver's license, you have to show that you graduated from high school or have a college degree. And if you're from a foreign country, that has to be apostilled.
And that's where I got stuck because I only have a homeschool diploma, and I don't think Ecuador is going to
I don't think you
accept
can
that as a
apostille
thing.
it.
So I'm sort of stuck,
So anyway,
which is something you need to know.
you have
I'm
to
not
do
the
that.
only one in that situation.
So they have some requirements. That being said, I know people that don't have a license, and now you're allowed to drive here for 6 months after every entry, which means if you leave the country every 6 months and come back, you don't ever need a local license. Your U.S. one works. However, I know people have gotten stuck, and there was one. It was in Guayaquil, and got shook down by the cops of like, we're gonna do this thing and find you and tow your vehicle for no license.
Oh, but he didn't have any license though at that point.
Yeah,
Well, that's different than having a U.S. license.
yeah, had a U.S. license.
Yeah, but if it's not, yeah,
So there-
it's one of those. It's fine until it's not fine.
yeah, they're sticklers about a couple of things. Keeping up on your car registration and your license is about it.
Yeah.
You don't let those two lapse like we did. I still have the license though, but I have people like, oh, you have to bribe cops. Things I'm like, never.
You're only going to do that if you're doing something wrong. I'm sorry.
I
Now,
roll
I'm
up to a
sure
stop and I pull out my ID, which is a Cedula, Ecuadorian ID, which you didn't have to get it.
it makes life
um,
easier as a foreigner.
Our lawyer offered it, and he's like, I'll include it in the price. It's good to have. It's a little extra
It was a pain in the
hassle.
butt to get. Jesus.
But I just whip out my ID and my license, and I just hold it out the window, and usually the cop's just like, no, we don't care. It's great.
Having
Sometimes,
it, I think, means you have to talk about things less.
Yeah.
It's.
but they'll take it and they'll look at it, they'll run it, they'll check it. They're like, yeah, okay. Like they do check for immigration status and things, and like, no, you're legit and on board. Like, no hassles. The coffee is not an app.
Yeah, I got it. Mhm.
It is a link if you go to any of our videos, it'll be.
Hang on, I got it. I can link it. Just give me a second.
She'll put the link up in 2 seconds, or it's in any of our videos.
It's always in the description.
It's in the description.
Same with
Coffee,
all of our other links.
yeah, is a secondary site.
It's super easy to use.
They don't charge us fees.
It's the only thing we found that doesn't charge fees. So, like, if you give us money, we get it. Because I think that's how we'd all prefer it.
100%. But But if you have your license and your registration, there's no hassles. And if you don't want to do that, don't drive.
Yeah.
And they don't stop people. Like, you just want to walk, take a horse, a donkey, a bus, a thing.
I will disagree with you.
Okay.
Out here, that is true. As a foreigner in cities, you are being asked to produce some sort of something that says who you are and where you belong.
That we have heard that.
No, it hasn't happened to us. We're out in the country, and everybody knows us.
It is more recent.
The police know us out here.
Yeah.
That was a weird story.
You can buy a car without any license. You just need money.
Yeah. Just hand somebody money.
Literally. So the way vehicle transactions work here is you find the person thing, you negotiate whatever you want to do, and then you go to a notary.
Don't you have to have something for a notary, right? Maybe there's a passport. You have to have an ID.
You have to have an ID.
But if you have passport or cedula,
right,
or both,
but you can just have a passport.
Yeah, that's probably enough.
Property, car. I don't know what else needs a notary. You go to the notary. They write up a bill of sale, all of the technical terms. They take the title to the car. They transfer it all over. If you don't speak Spanish, they have to identify that and provide a translator to be made available, which you have to pay for. But they cannot process it if you do not understand the contract as a nice as a protection to people being taken advantage of.
Which I actually really like.
It's really like they transfer the whole thing over in the notary. You're both assured that it was done by a third uninterested party, kind of a legal thing. It's a bit of a hassle, but that's it. You can buy whatever you want. License or no.
Yeah. Right now we have a question. I missed something, I think. Any news on the feud Naboa is picking with Colombia? I didn't know there was a feud.
No.
Is there a feud?
I mean,
I don't think there's a feud. I think
he's had like colorful words back and forth, but that's been going on for a while.
I don't know if there's a feud.
Which he also did with Maduro, which I'm not sure was a phrase that I'm not understanding because the literal translation was kind of funny, but
sometimes the translations are amusing and probably not completely accurate, but
yeah. We haven't heard that one. We've also been busy building a house.
I haven't looked at the news as much as I was for a while.
Yeah.
Where am I?
But I know they have closed all but 2 borders, land borders into the country. One
northern, one southern, like close it up so it's just you have.
Which they had done before for like a holiday thing.
Oh yeah, it's just tariffs on Colombia. I guess I don't call that a feud. It's just tariffs.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw something about that. Yeah.
But there's a ton of issues that come across that border of guns, drugs, things, stuff, people. Whenever they arrest people, there's always a Colombian or 2 in the mix.
Yeah.
So I think they're trying to lock that down a bit.
There's probably bigger things at play.
Yeah.
As there typically are.
Yeah. I saw there was some other questions.
Are there many expats in your area, or are they hiding in Vilca mostly?
Vilca.
Vilca. And then there's some northern, like, what is it? Cotacachi?
Yeah. There's some up in Cotacachi. Oh gosh, where's Steve?
I can't remember. Somewhere outside of Cuenca. It's like a small town.
He's like an hour southwest of Cuenca. Idyllic little place. Absolutely loved it. He used to be down in Zumba. Steve will tell you never ever move to Zumba.
No one.
No one should ever move to Zumba. No.
My goodness.
Straight out. Doesn't matter how pretty it is, how cheap the property is.
Emphatically no.
Nobody should ever move to Zumba. You will hate yourself. He hated himself. He literally throws himself parties in, like with cake, because he's so happy he got out before he died there. Now, Vilca is its own little place.
Some people like it.
Some people like it. It has been a favorite hotspot of the locals forever.
That's a big mosquito.
Prices are high.
That's a big one. Because
it has become popular with the crowds. There's some huge like mansions that you'll see up in the hills of like massive, massive housing.
Excuse me for being in the way. Oh, I can't get it.
Yeah, so there's that. Now, what I will say is a very good friend of mine, who's actually the guy I bought our van from, who is a beautiful human being, has decided to sell off some of his property, and he's opening he opened up a project there, got it all approved, he's got the roads in, he's doing the infrastructure, he's going to sell off lots, and it is 5 minutes outside of Vilka. So we haven't done a video yet. I told him I would, just because he's my friend, for no good reason, and he's not paying me to do it, but he's just a good friend of mine. So that's coming up. If you're interested in a lot outside of Vilka,
if that's your cup of tea.
If that's your cup of tea, I absolutely would trust this man with my life. He's not just an unscrupulous developer. He's
if you want to live in Vilka or near Vilka,
yeah, he's Ecuadorian.
The best choice.
He's a beautiful human. He's great. So there's that.
Did you get permanent? Or as far as expats here, I'm pretty sure we're kind of. I mean, there's more further. Well, that's not true. We know of a few, but scattered. Not
I
in
learned
any...
the story of the Swede finally. They always talk about, the Swede. I'm like, the Swede. Yeah, some Swedish guy, and he like built some house up on a hill,
right.
and he terraced it like a wedding cake, and they cut that hill like this. And then apparently, and I'm like, that's a bad idea. You shouldn't cut the hills here without leaving the green vegetation.
You've seen what happens.
It'll go away. Anyway, and he built he had like a big pavilion that he was working on, like down close to town. And then the story goes that he had some sort of affair with a local dark-skinned woman. Something, wife, angry, something, split up, back to Sweden.
The drama.
It's all abandoned.
The drama. Oh boy.
The Swede. The other expat here was here. Literally, there's...
We know of a few.
We know of a few.
But like super scattered. When we say in this area, we're talking about like an hour or two away.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Did you get permanent residency yet? Yeah.
Yes.
We've had that for some amount of years.
Yes.
I've lost track of time. 2 years? I think 2 years now.
Some amount of time.
We're permanent.
Well, now all the questions.
No, we say we're done. Where do you guys live? We're in the Oriente.
Zaza.
That's our closest big town. We don't get too detailed about where we are.
Yeah, we're
just
near
for
that.
Safety's sake. We've learned. Planning to visit the Southern Oriente next year. If you have any recommendations.
Well, that's us.
That's all. Specifically, the Southern.
Don't be in Gualaquiza walking after 10 o'clock.
Sorry, that's just really funny because who knew? It's little Gualaquiza.
Yeah, especially from the bus station.
Great.
But standing outside of the House of Ill Repute is ever so slightly safer. Waiting for a random person to give you a ride.
So weird.
Ask me how I know.
Stories. Stories. Recommendations.
It depends what.
Yeah, it depends on what you're.
What are you looking for? Like, is it just for fun, for sight? Do you like, like where we are, which is more warm and a little moister? It totally depends. We need more info.
Yeah. You can send us an email too if you want, and we could give you more recommendations and ideas and stuff.
Yeah, give us a bunch of specifics of like what your desired experience is.
And I mean, if you're going to be here next year, like we'll be here.
Yeah.
We'll be here.
I'll point you to, places to go, things to do.
Yeah. I'm just going to read the question, and you will control your face. Maintain face.
Maintain face.
So your friend isn't with Abundant Living Ecuador, I assume? I'm glad you control your face. I'm terrible at controlling my face.
So
no.
What was it? You're friends with?
No. Like you said you had a friend that had...
Oh, no.
And we're going to, for the sake of... Just no. We're not going to get into that subject, but I can guarantee you that is not the case.
Do not associate with.
Nope.
There are reasons.
Some of you know, some of you don't.
No, my friend is an Ecuadorian. His family's lived here forever. he has a giant property that is on the outskirts of Vilka. It is probably one of the last large properties left that hasn't been sold off. And he's decided to make a community, of which he will also still have his land and his coffee plants and his like things, and he'll pass it down to his children. But he's decided to have, and it's a beautiful thing. There's going to be like a clubhouse and a pool. There's a park. There's like kids like playground. Like it's like a real thing. He's a cool dude.
Yeah. What do you guys think about building earthbag homes rather than going with traditional construction? Seems to be cheaper per square foot. It is not our preference.
Okay, so
I think there's issues with it.
earthbag.
Well, now there's earthbag and super adobe, which are sort of cousins.
All right, so here's the issues. It's not a short list.
No.
One, you're building with, are using plastic.
Well, yeah, that's typically the bags.
Take earth right out of your name. Two, are you putting barbed wire in between?
Ooh.
Three, I'm gonna run out of fingers. You're going to have something that looks like a cartoon poo for a house.
Yeah, that's more of the super adobe, like one giant tube. The earth bags are just bags,
Yeah.
so they're a little less roundy.
If
I don't know why I'm
we find
defending it.
plastics degrade here in the environment rather rapidly, if your plastics degrade, your structure gives up. Everything is supported, all the weight, all the stuff, by a thin film of plastic in tension. If you rupture that plastic, she's done. Insects chew the side of the plastic, which they do. There's issues. You have issues with floor plan, very limiting.
You also have very, very thick walls.
Very thick walls. You don't need here.
Which could be, it's just like using straw bale or adobe, or it might work. That part might work in some places. It's completely unnecessary for us and for a lot of places.
This wall that you're looking at right here is literally a sheet of plastic fiber and a piece of plastic because that gave up.
I mean, aside from the bugs getting through it, I'm totally fine with it.
You don't need it. The earth bags.
I also don't.
So then you have problems with windows. Doors are weird. You have the.
Everything I've seen is very small windows.
And then good luck trying to build inside of it because of the way the structure is, the attachments.
I also don't think it is very good in natural disasters of any variety whatsoever. These are our feelings.
We're not a fan.
The bags are UV resistant. Yeah, you know what? So was my my plastic for my greenhouse.
So is the case for my phone.
I'm just saying.
That is now like absolutely just turned into like dust within a short order of time.
Plaster covers the entire structure and seals it. It's termite and earthquake resistant. It's not. I'm sorry, it's not earthquake resistant. It depends on maybe there's more structure to it. I don't know.
So you're going to be you're going to be limited by your floor plan, your layout, your size. I don't know. We looked at them. We didn't like the trade-offs. We didn't like the way it looked.
No, it's just not. I know people are building with them and like them, but that's kind of thing. Like it's a choose your own adventure. We don't like it.
Where we started when we came here was earth block, which is a very different thing from earth bag.
Compressed earth block.
Stabilized compressed earth blocks are magnificent. I had a business plan. We were going to make the dumb things and sell them.
I still think it's an awesome.
You basically,
option.
you make house Legos. They're house Legos. And you can make them in different sizes, shapes, things. You put holes through them for conduits and stuff.
I love it.
There's some, they produce them so precisely you don't even have to grout them. And you can build, there's buildings 6-8 stories high, earthquake resistant, earthquake rated, like amazing, beautiful things, all the benefits, none of the detractions.
Completely natural. You don't have any plastics.
Can't do it here because the humidity is too high.
Yeah.
We just literally, you have to have dry soil, and we would have to have a super dome to try to do them out of, something.
Yeah.
Anyway, Um, no, or the earth blocks are absolutely top tier. But it's a ton of equipment to make them. Um, there's to make it, you have to have material moving, you have to have material prep, you have to have mixing, you have to have actual block construction, you have to have.
You're curing, you have to, like, it's a lot.
It's a lot. So it really makes sense if you get set up to do it. You get set up to do it, and you just keep making them, or you hire somebody to run the thing once you have all the equipment, and then you sell the dumb things. And they're beautiful. You can make anything out of them. They're architectural. There's a place in India. Name.
I forget all of these places.
There's an entire town that's built out of these things, and they're like considered a center for this. And there's like huge, beautiful arches and steeples and things and stuff, and like it's amazing.
But when we ended up here in a different climate than we thought we were going to, we had to work with what we could do. We could try to fight it and make earth block maybe work, or we just mix water with the clay.
There's really no way to do the dry processing here.
So we decided to do wet, and it honestly works out really, really well. Let's see. I'm missing a whole bunch. We have so many questions now.
Yeah.
Are you from the U.S.? Yes. Oh, okay. Wondering about southern Ecuador, or words are hard. I'm tired. The plan to visit southern Orient. Yes, planning on moving to Ecuador.
Oh, sweet.
Has their own channel and make videos. Okay, I will check that out. Cool. Yeah. If you want to come visit down here, let us know.
Let us know. Can you still see the chat after the stream ends?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'll make sure. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or send us an email so we have it for sure.
Oh, yeah, you can see it, but you can't add to it. It'll be like a separate chat if that's what you meant.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a separate thing. It's a live chat thing. I don't know.
We're gonna go, I think, until our microphone quits, which is probably not too far into the future.
Been watching your channel or your videos for about a year now. Would love to know your first names. We suck at that. Why do we suck at that so much? We know them, so we don't ever say them.
Chris, Elizabeth.
That's us.
We've occasionally said them in the videos because we realize that we
also don't call each other our names.
No.
Like ever.
No.
Like if one of us does, something terrible has happened.
Oh yeah.
Like he's like emergency level. I usually just yell help. Someone comes. It's true. One of you will show up. Help! Somebody shows up.
Yeah.
I remember you saying for windows you're using screens. I would suggest you build wooden window shutters. You know, we talked about it. For the most part, we stood in the house site, and it rained. Like, freaking rained. And then rained sideways. For the most part, none of it comes in.
We had full-blown, like, wind rain event coming from Down Valley. And when it comes from Down Valley, it's bad. Sideways.
Oh.
And
there's a couple places where we will want something.
So this house you can't really see it, but like all these windows, we have 300 right now where we are in our casita. We have 360 degrees of screen. That's what's right there.
But because it's 2-story, the the rain definitely does come in.
So we have a piece of fabric that drops down over the outside that in the worst event of sideways rain, the fabric stops it, and then it'll hit the screen. And basically, we're fine inside with that. It's not 100%, but it's.
So there are probably a few places where we will do something in the house.
But we went with big overhangs on the house. The roof is only 1 story, so it has to come at a like 60-degree angle sideways.
But at that point, we might have more problems than just some rain coming in.
Yeah, and then there is still a screen, which does, even if water hits it, it will stop and it will mist. Could it, on the worst possible days, mist things in the house? Once a year?
So that's why I want something in the kitchen. Because there's nothing worse than trying to cook food and having rain in on it, which you think is just water, but it's coming through the screen, which means it's not just
There's dust on the screen it rinses through.
and that's happened. So we'll probably have something in the kitchen for like emergency purposes.
But most of the windows, and there's some that are even have like an extra overhang, just the way the house is oriented.
For the most part, it should be
80% of the windows literally will need nothing. For the ones on the front of the house, we might have to do something only for a severe weather event.
Yeah.
Really like having like super just open though.
In Manitoba, Canada.
Oh.
Burr. -15 Fahrenheit.
That's warmer than a lot of places.
Sorry. That is, well, that's real temperature, not feels like.
Yeah, we've seen some temperatures
Man.
like,
There have been some crazy cold
and
weather.
then we think of like the poor people with animals that are outside in some of these places that don't normally get cold, and they're in like the -30 range or something. We're like,
or the freezing rain. Like, what do you do with animals in the freezing rain? You have to get them inside. Oh, that's awful. What's the temperature there right now?
60,
Well, in here is pretty warm.
62.
It's usually low 60s at night,
So
which is
we sleep
absolutely
in
ideal.
tents, literal tents. Coleman is the good one, and then some other ones. I have 2 blankets. She has
Sometimes one.
sometimes 1 blanket.
We sleep in different temperatures.
We have lived in tents for 3 years. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It is like
Oh yeah.
on really cold nights, we've hit low 50s, like the coldest.
I don't know if we ever. I know the mid 50s, and that's chilly.
Rare, super
I
rare.
think I wanted 2 blankets like a couple nights.
There's been a couple nights, and I wanted 3 blankets. On the hottest nights, high 60s.
Which
Like-
I think you're okay with. There's been a few nights where I'm a little uncomfortable,
That's it.
but that's it.
High 60s. Daytime is anywhere between the high 60s. We've had some really hot days. We've had some days into the 90s.
I don't think so. I think it feels like it in the sun.
That might be.
Our sun gets pretty aggressive sometimes, and that will obviously make it feel warmer.
In
but-
the shade, like if we just stop working
oh, it's lovely all
just
the
stop
time.
working.
I don't think
and we
it's ever
just
been too
like
hot.
hang out like in the house or in the shade, we're like, it's lovely here. Like it's just freaking. I just want to sit
Yeah,
and sip tea on a porch.
it will be a
Have to build a porch. Have to grow some tea. Things to
Yeah, I
do.
can grow tea. I can grow the tasty grass tea.
Yeah. Best found new food thing of like
Right?
this century.
Do you get much wind there?
Not.
I mean,
We get the occasional. So we're up in the mountains.
we get like a weird little swirly wind.
Funnel gunnel
Did you call it
microburst.
funnel gunnel?
It's a movie reference. It's a John Candy
Clearly,
thing.
I don't know about it.
There's some old people that will get that.
I forget how old you are.
We get the occasional weird, just like poof.
Occasionally, you hear it.
You
You're
hear
like,
roar down like.
oh no!
So because we're up in the mountains, we get like the occasional weird weather event. There are other places like Loja,
Vilka
Vilka get like wind.
for
Loja was
months,
horrible.
months on end.
Like all the windows, and they're just like glass in wood frames, like
I climbed out of bed one night.
all night.
I climbed out of bed one night because I thought it was gonna follow me, and I was gonna die. That was about the time I bailed.
glass is already cracked.
And I'm like, I
There's all
gotta
these little
die.
panes of glass, like they just get.
Ran away.
But you can't.
Oh my god, I missed it. Sorry.
It's horrible. And then like the pressure on your ears, and you just get headaches from it, and it's tiring. No, we don't get that.
This general part of the country doesn't get a
No.
lot of wind. You know, you'll have your little pockets, but
Yeah.
more or less no.
So no, we don't really have that sort of windy season.
Are you still growing and roasting your own coffee? Is it
Yes.
cheap to buy?
Not anymore.
No.
Coffee has like,
Man.
and it's getting harder to find because people are exporting it. Chocolate's gone up too.
Yeah.
Which still makes it an attractive future business option.
Um,
Let's see, coffee. I was,
we actually still have some green to roast.
yeah,
It's kicking around.
a tiny bit. It's not a bunch. I got the something about fake people. There's some fake people on the YouTube
There's fake people everywhere in life.
that just like,
Yeah.
we know some of them. Spin doctors.
Yeah,
at least one of
coffee.
them. So coffee.
Yeah.
We still have our plants. We're growing some more. We're starting some more. We have a whole area planned for growing coffee.
Did
Still
you see I
roasting it.
snuck some out and put them in pots?
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
those. That's
They
why
were
I
like
said
this
that.
big. They're
saw
like
that.
big, and I'm like, oh.
It's delightful. It's pretty easy to do.
I also really think I like our coffee.
It's pretty
We were
good.
very unsure at first.
Yeah,
I just wanted to wait longer. I'm like, let's sit
Yeah.
longer, let's sit longer. And it finally got really good.
yeah,
It's actually, I would be
It's
happy
good.
if that was the coffee I drank for the rest of my life.
yeah. It's good as a washed coffee. It's not good as a natural process, and
No.
it's not good without the fermentation.
No, but we have that system down on a very, very, very small scale.
We're literally doing it a half a liter of coffee at a time.
Yeah.
Like, works out. It's delightful.
We will have to find somewhere new to dry it because the greenhouse bit the big one.
We don't have a greenhouse anymore.
So I don't know where the heck we're going to dry it.
Yeah, you almost lost your hand with that one.
It still hurts sometimes. Negative 30? No.
Yeah,
it's
see,
on the
that's-
blah.
60, 75, 60, 75, 60, 75. What is it in the summer? 60, 78, 63, 78. What is it in the winter? 59, 72. Hey, literally year round. I have t-shirts and what were once jeans. I'm not going to show those on camera.
It's rough.
That's
Today
it.
is rough.
I have a sweatshirt that I will wear for 3 days out of the year,
Yeah.
which means you only have to wash it about every 3 years.
Yeah.
That's it.
We basically just both have uniforms, and that's what we wear.
Yeah.
We don't ever need to wear anything
You're-
different.
Yeah.
I don't wear
Literally
sleeves.
year round. This is literally what we wear year round. That part of where we live at the elevation is beautiful.
I love that.
Um,
Hang on. Just always fun to look through stores and see what's available in Ecuador versus the U.S. Aside from food and personal care items, if you could go buy 20 pounds of whatever in the U.S., what would it be? Besides food, nothing. Sorry, I don't care. Sorry.
Soap.
Nope. Besides food and personal care items. Those are
Soap
the.
for
That's a
our
personal
floors.
care item. You're right.
Cadillac soap,
God, we're so lame. No, honestly,
laundry soap,
nope. I count those as personal care items, but okay.
seeds,
Nope.
underwear, and socks.
Socks. There we go. We got there.
Okay,
Freaking socks.
here's a pro tip:
I'm not-
underwear, socks, sheets.
Can I add bras? I know
I
it's
wasn't gonna add
technically
bras.
underwear, but like, please,
They
because
exist
the
here.
ones I bought here are lacking.
we both have a thing with good quality socks. I have always worn the double thick bottom sock. Costco used to sell them, wore them for decades.
Mine just come from Sock Guy.
We found Sock Guy. If you're ever in, he's at the flea market,
Is it Bristol?
the Bristol like flea market.
Bristol's Virginia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby the Sock Guy.
Bobby the Sock
He
Guy.
shows up and he sells like socks.
I
That's
hope
it.
he's
Out of his
still
truck.
there.
He might. He's old,
God,
don't
the
know.
best socks I've ever had.
and they were really cheap.
Should have bought more.
She has certain socks that she loves. They're just nice, tight fitting socks. They have a certain ankle. I had the double thicks. Zero quality socks that we can find available, even at the like crazy prices. I found some once. I'm like, oh, those look nice. $15 a pair. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
Ooh.
You smoked what to write that price down? I can't. $1, $2, $3 a pair. Sheets. Wide,
Yeah.
high thread count fabric. Very difficult to. One of our viewers actually said that they import it,
We
and they
will
would-
be talking to you.
we should do a deal. If you're watching, we will happily test sheets without holes in them,
Oh my goodness.
and we will report back whether they are good or bad to everybody on the YouTube.
Oh man. Sheets are rough. Literally.
Sheets are rough. The ones in Loja, here's the bed, here's the seam. No, not even
don't-
joking.
I don't know about
They
I
just,
don't know.
and it's like, ooh, they sell flour in finer quality fabric in the sacks, and they just like seam them together with like this big gnarly seam, and I can't sleep on these. Mattresses are a notch down too. Socks, underwear.
I think that's my biggest one. Like
Soaps
they're
and
both
sheets.
getting literally thin. Just
Yeah.
If you get more chickens, you can sell eggs at 75 cents.
What kind of golden
kinds of-
laid egg chicken
Ours
things
are
do you
not
have?
that special.
Okay, so eggs here. Eggs, we have a lady we buy eggs from, and sometimes she just tells us the price is just less. We're like, we were happy last week.
I really think it's
And
when
then-
Eli goes in. Every time we send the kid in, it's less.
So
I'm
like eggs at one point they had made it up to $3.50 for 30.
maybe up to 4.
Did you make it to 4?
Oh, wait,
Oh,
maybe
made it
4.
And then it crept back down and things. I'm like, okay, so I'll hand him, like $10, and I'm like, here, you're probably gonna get like $3 or $4 change. And he comes back with 5 something change. I'm like,
Okay. What happened there?
how did you get 60 eggs for less than $5? And they're like, yeah, she gives him better pricing. So eggs have dropped down to like $2.40 or $2.35 for 30. If I go to the corner store, I think they're only $2.50 or $2.75, and that's more expensive. So less than 10 cents a piece.
Yeah.
Now, if we have Criollo eggs,
There are more, but not that much.
but they're 30 cents, I think.
Yeah.
Is like maybe 25 cents. They're probably down to 25 because there's a glut of eggs.
Probably.
Um,
But if we had more chickens and more eggs, we would just not buy the eggs.
do you know
we
how
would eat
many
them.
eggs she eats?
I know how many eggs I eat. I also know how many eggs you eat. You don't know either.
Do you know how many the child who sits over there eats?
That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh.
We could go through a dozen eggs a day here. Like if we
We actually have multiple times. Okay. We need more chickens and ducks.
Yeah.
How about growing tobacco and medicinal herbs? Do they grow well there? I don't know.
medicinal herbs.
Medicinal herbs.
I have some
What we
experience
call
with that. It used to be one of my jobs. Yes. And the test trials on
Well,
some of those things
not
went well.
here.
Not here, but
No, somewhere in
here-
very, very different climate than us, though.
in the larger sense.
But a very different climate. That's all.
The wet season where we are specifically, and the humidity is probably a problem for some of it.
Yeah.
Down the road, like we can't grow tomatoes here to save our life. They die of fungus. They will grow on the sidewalk in the gravel in the close town to us that's like 15 minutes away,
Yeah.
and they just grow and grow and grow and grow, and they don't seem to die of the black plague.
Because everyone's trying to grow the dang thing. Tomatoes are like that.
Yeah.
They want to just like grow in rocks.
Yeah.
Um.
Oh, the microphone's going. Oh, I saw it blink red.
Okay, we're gonna have to call it.
We're gonna do the last call, 3 minute of like rapid fire questions.
Here's gonna be the last one.
Okay.
If you could only buy supplies for farm, garden, or construction in the U.S., what would the 20 pounds? I couldn't get that question out. 20 pounds of farm, garden, construction supplies. 20 pounds. That's nothing. It would be seeds.
Everything else you can get here.
Yeah, you can get all of that stuff here really easily, honestly.
We can make our own compost and some of the other things you can get.
We figured out all of our
fertilizer.
electric fencing. Fun times.
Yeah, you can get all that here.
Gloves.
I found one place in Loja that has the leather gloves. They're called Viking Go.
They also don't fit me at all.
They don't fit. They're like clown gloves.
It's absolutely terrible.
Yeah, good leather gloves that
Yep.
actually fit. I talked to a guy in Loja about making them, and he said like $20 a pair, and I'm like, it is custom leather work.
Yeah, but I
Like-
also am used to buying them for less.
You can get the Viking Goes, and they're $3 or $2 something.
They work, but they're not great.
Ferramar in Loja is the only place, and they're actual leather. Otherwise, it's the fabric gloves and the stretchy things and the
Which is not sufficient for the kind of nonsense we do.
no.
Yeah. Seeds and
Um,
gloves,
But as far as the farm purposes, yeah, that's pretty much it.
construction. I mean, everything's just here.
The off-grid stuff is a hard to come by one.
Yeah, it's far more than 20 pounds if you want to stick to the actual prompt there.
Yeah, that's suitcaseable. No, we would do socks and underwear and some soap if like we had to like
Socks, underwear, soap.
if we had to fly
for
back
the
for some
specific farm and garden, it would be the gloves and the seeds.
reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you brought gloves and seeds, you'll figure everything else out.
Everything else is fine. Truthfully.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, the microphone's going to quit on us.
Yeah.
Wait.
What?
That's another one.
There's always going to be more.
All right, very last one.
How's the bread there? I don't know.
Actually,
I mean, it smells amazing.
it smells so good. I had to work next to the bakery.
There's a
the other
million
week.
bakeries in every single town and every single city.
Every town has
All smell good.
bakeries, and they have confections and things. I mean, it's probably not like French bakery, but
It smells.
they look delightful.
delicious.
They smell incredible. There's fruit-filled things. There's croissants. There's breads. There's stuff. There's like cookies, and every town,
Yeah.
everywhere. There's lots of it.
I
there's
can't
that.
speak from experience,
We don't eat gluten,
but most people like it.
so all right,
All right.
cool.
We're going to call it. It's
We're gonna
been
call it.
a long time
It
anyway.
has been a thing. Thank you to everyone who has watched this. and-
If you are somewhere where it's cold, stay warm.
Stay warm. And if
Seriously.
we've helped you and you want to donate, please, our coffee link is on there. My God, it would
We appreciate
help
it
us out a
so
lot.
much.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We will see you next time.